Hi everyone, in today's video I am showing you a really quick and easy 5-minute, super smooth and silky, delicious chocolate buttercream. It's coming right up. Welcome back friends, I'm Amy from Neurotic Mom Bakes and thank you for being here in my kitchen today. Today's tutorial is my smooth, easy, delicious chocolate buttercream. You only need 6 ingredients and you can make it in under 5 minutes. First thing you're going to need is 1 pound or 2 cups of unsalted butter that is slightly softened. You can get it out ahead of time and let it sit on the counter for a couple hours, or you can put it in the microwave on defrost for just like 10 to 20 seconds. All right, I've got my butter, it's slightly softened. I'm just going to throw that into my stand mixer. I'm gonna use the paddle attachment and I'm just gonna whip the butter until it's nice and creamy for just like 30 seconds. All right, perfect. Now I'm going to use a 2-pound bag, which is 8 cups of powdered sugar. My powdered sugar has a little bit of cornstarch added, which just means it'll be a little softer and it won't clump. So I normally don't sift my powdered sugar. I'm just gonna start by adding about half of the bag. And at this point, I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla. I like a lot of vanilla in my buttercream. And then a pinch of salt, like, I don't know, 1/8 to 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. The salt will just bring out the chocolate flavor. It won't necessarily make it salty. And then you will need anywhere from 3 to 6 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, just depending on how humid it is where you live, or if it's raining. If it's more humid, you'll need less cream. But at this point, I'm actually gonna finish adding my powdered sugar. And while that's mixing, that's when I'm gonna add my cream. So we're gonna start with 3 tablespoons. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna scrape my bowl down and make sure I have all the butter off of the bottom. And I'm actually going to take the bowl off the stand. Don't worry about if there's buttercream left on the paddle, that's fine. Because it's just easier, it's less messy to add the cocoa without the paddle in the way. Now this is where you're going to use a taste preference for your chocolate. If you want a really rich, dark chocolate, I recommend using a dark cocoa and a lot of it, like half a cup. If you want just a light milk chocolate, you would use a light cocoa and probably a little bit less. So it's gonna be anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 of a cup of cocoa, just depending on your preference. Now, for this, you definitely do want to sift your cocoa and use a sieve, because there are clumps in here that if you try to mix in and then go to decorate your cake, you're gonna have uneven clumps in your buttercream. So I'm just gonna pour, that's about 1/3 of a cup right there. And I'm just gonna sift that in. And again, it's according to taste and even color preference. If you want a light chocolate, like rosettes, use less cocoa and use a milk chocolate cocoa. See these little clumps in there? I'm just gonna kind of push them through with my spoon. Perfect. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Now, because we're adding that dry cocoa, you're going to need a little bit more cream than you would in like my vanilla buttercream, just a little bit. Okay, start slow. Cocoa is so fine, it will go everywhere. Okay, that to me is perfect, but I prefer a lighter chocolate, more milk chocolate flavor. At this point, I'm gonna give it my texture and my taste test. So that's pretty stiff because I've added the extra cocoa. But the chocolate flavor is enough for me. So All I'm gonna do now is scrape down my bowl and add a little bit more cream. If you have found that you've added too much cream and it's too runny, just add some more powdered sugar or even a little bit more cocoa. If it's too stiff, then just add a little bit more cream. And you can go back and forth until the consistency is perfect. I'm just gonna add a little drop. That's probably gonna do it. Just let it go for like 30 seconds just to get it nice and light and fluffy. All right, how good does that look? Let's just give it a taste. I'm gonna get all of this off of the paddle. Okay, so there we go. My smooth, delicious chocolate buttercream. Let's just give it a final taste. Oh, and it's so, so good. It's gonna be so good on some chocolate cupcakes or to decorate your cake with. I made this in less than 5 minutes. I used 6 ingredients. So give this a try and let me know what you think. And if you wanna see more tutorials like this one, just make sure you subscribe to my channel. See you next time.